Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Did you sleep well last night?
Yeah, I slept pretty well.
Oh, good.
How about you?
Yeah, I slept.
Good.
So what's going on? What's the word on the street here, Lolly? A lot of talking gibberish, huh?
Well, I haven't been on YouTube this morning, but yesterday I did listen to a little bit of that stupid Belanca Horka place over there. And she just was out of control, man. I mean, I didn't stream yesterday. I don't think you streamed. So I think she thought it was just free reign and she was just going off. I mean, the fake boyfriend, Dum Dum over there, probably gave her a full list of all this stuff to talk about. So she just went off and she had all the list of all the characters in her chat. A few of the characters. She had Stormy, who's really the fake Carl 2.0. He was pretending hiding behind that. He's a coward to come under Carl 2.0. So he was saying all kind of vile and disgusting things. But the main thing I didn't like that she said, and she had said this before, but she had dropped it. But I think Dum Dum put it back on her list to highlight because Dum Dum is after me. Carl is after me because I said on your stream the other day when you and me and Jeff were talking about the court hearing we witnessed, that Jeff and I witnessed, that I'm going to email the judge and let him know some truths about Dum Dum, the person who's trying to testify against our person DNSMA, and then I'm going to let the judge know that he does indeed have data. He streams 20 to 23 hours a day, every single day, back to back to back to back, and that he does have the ability to show his picture on his phone, and he does have access to a computer. Well, anyway, since that all was said and he heard all that, not only is she out to put all this stuff against me, Carl 2.0 had a big, I'll go into that in a minute, a big diatribe about me and saying that, oh, we're just out to get poor little Noodle Dum Dum. Poor
Yeah,
Noodles.
but I hope you're going to follow through with it. Now's the time.
Why do you think I wouldn't follow through with it, John? I'm just giving you the highlights. I'm going to be doing it on my stream tonight. So
No,
I'm follow through
get
with what?
the judge.
I've already got the letter drafted to send to the email to the judge. I'm just putting the touches on it. I'm not going to. Of course, I'm going to follow. When I say I'm going to do something, I do it.
Did
And
we?
he's scared to death about it. He's trying to intimidate me. He's got two or three of his henchmen and hench orcas out trying to make me upset that I wouldn't do something. But I will do it. And he said, "Oh, she's going to tell lies to the judge." That Carl said, "Oh, she's going to tell lies to the judge." No, I'm telling the truth to the judge. Somebody needs to. But anyway, the orca over there, brought up the same thing. She had kind of dropped it before. She's decided again that I'm not Jewish. I'm a Jewish lady. I've been Jewish all my life. But she has taken upon herself, I don't know what faith she is, but she has decided that I'm not Jewish, just on her own prerogative. And she was maligning me and saying all these horrible things about Jewish people and anti-Semitic remarks. You know, it was really hate. And she said, "There's no way I could be Jewish because I live in Mississippi, and not one Jewish person lives in the whole state of Mississippi." Now, what do you think about that, John?
Oh my gosh.
That's a racist remark. That's an anti-Semitic remark. That's hate speech, she did. And that was one of the more minor things she said. And then she said she had interviewed 3 or 4 people she knew that were Jewish. And they all said, oh, no, she's not Jewish. So she said, so she's not Jewish because these fake people she's talking about said I wasn't Jewish. Where is it upon you to say who anybody's faith is, Horka? It's not your place. It's anti-Semitic remarks, and it will get your channel terminated. I mean, that is really above the pale.
Well, they wanted to know how Kitten Kat and Noodles and Carl 2.0 affected me. I said, I developed ulcers. I took to sleeping with a machete under my pillow.
That's
And I
good.
have an animosity towards other people now.
I don't doubt it.
I said, I developed ulcers. I took to sleeping with a machete under my pillow.
That sounds like a good idea.
And now I have an animosity towards other people
Mm-hmm.
that draw attention.
But can you imagine that lowly orca is decided to be the judgment of all the people and that judge whether what my religion is? She has no right. She is not right, and she's not going to get away with it. Nope, not on my watch. It's racist and anti-Semitic, and those remarks are not anti-Semitic remarks are not allowed. Sorry.
Leave you alone. I'm getting a cup of coffee.
Because her fake boyfriend keeps giving her lists of stuff to say and to push either Kitten Kat and him both together. John's just gone in to get some coffee, everybody. He'll be right back. Give me a moment because I don't want him to miss any of the highlights and details of the Horka's Live Fest last evening. Come on in, everybody. Have a seat. Pull up a chair. John will be right back.
I'm back.
Okay, welcome back. But as I was saying, no, I'm not going to fail to follow through. I've already got the email drafted. Like I said, I'm not really going to send it till probably middle part of next week because it doesn't have to be done until April 2nd. I'm going to give Dum Dum a chance to squirm because he's under contempt of court. And, he's worried. He's very worried what I'm going to say. And all I'm going to do is tell the truth. And that's what he's worried about. So he's got the Horka working on it, Carl 2.0. I'm sure Kid and Cat will do something. And you can do whatever you want to do. I'm still going to tell the truth. I've already got it typed out, ready to send. Just going to put a few twitches on it, make sure it's all perfect. But I'm not in a big hurry to send it. I'm going to make him squirm because, once I send it and that judge sees it, he'll probably call him up and say, look, son, you're off the list. You're off the witness list. No, he'll probably still make him come back.
Carl 2.0 will never cam up. They'll never cam up.
I didn't say they would. What we're talking about is he's squirming because he's afraid of what I'm going to write to the judge, and all I'm going to write is the truth. But that's what he's worried about.
All the judge has to do is go and check, and he can see that Noodles is doing it.
Well, I'm putting in several links where he can look at several of the live streams so he can see what we're talking about. Hours upon hours upon hours. There is no data problem.
Think of this though. Noodles was a witness, and he turned out to be the cause of the whole thing. Like
he's turned out to be the problem of it. That's for sure. Because see, the judge understands. I'm sure the judge doesn't care because the guy's not willing to put his face out there. He's not going to let him testify. But he's going to hold him to contempt about publishing that YouTube video last time. Oh, and then I noticed on the thing where Carl they're both simping. Horka is simping for him. Carl 2.0 is simping for Dum Dum. And Carl said, "Oh, he didn't put that up, that video up last time. Nobody knows who." Well, the judge said he did. If the judge said he did, then he did.
The judge took my line. He says, "You're responsible for it.
You're the one."
The judge says you're responsible for it.
Yep.
Just like everything Kit Kat is doing, Noodles is responsible for it. You're responsible for it, Noodles. It's your court hearing.
But anyway, the other thing I wanted to talk about the Horka, just briefly, is she and her little cohorts over there said, "Oh, did you hear when Lolly was on mic and said the last 4 digits of her credit card? She was having an issue with her credit card." And they said immediately, Belanca said, "Well, why does she even have a credit card? Why does she have a credit? If she's so rich, why does she have a credit card?" Well, I have a credit card because people pay for things online, dummy. And then Belanca said, well, if she wanted to pay for things online, she should only use a debit card. Well, that shows how uneducated and stupid you are, Belanca Seasons.
She's right. She's not educated.
No, because if you use a debit card online to pay for things and there's some issue or someone hacks your card or takes some money from it and somebody gets a hold of that, they can empty out your whole bank account. See, she probably doesn't have any money in her bank account either, so it doesn't matter to her. But I have a lot of money in my bank account, so I would never use a debit card. Same way you don't use a debit card at a gasoline station, because they can get your number and they can drain your bank account. So I use a credit card for my online purchases, dummy Horka. Get over it. Somebody likely Kid and Scum or one of these YouTube fools tried to hack my credit card, so I'm getting another number. That's no big deal. I have another number to get a backup number.
Kid
and Rat. Nobody inconvenienced me. I have a backup number. I have one regular credit card and just so everybody knows, and a backup number. And that doesn't mean I'm not tremendously wealthy, because I am. and you guys will find out that they're still concerned about my wallet and about my money and my wealth, John. But Blanca, the first thing she said, "Oh, well, why does she have a credit card? She's not really rich at all. She's just average. She's average, baby. There ain't nothing average about me. Not one thing. I am awesome.
Buy you 50 times over.
Exact, more than that probably.
You could buy Bianca 50 times over. She's the lowest of the low. Bianca is the lowest of the low. What the hell was that?
That's my alarm. Pardon me, I didn't know it was going to go off.
She's the lowest of the low, and
she is. I mean, she picks up and tries to say that just because I have a credit card that I'm not wealthy. Well, you're a dumbass. You don't know what you're talking about. And she's recommending everybody use a debit card on all their purchases. Well, you are uneducated and stupid.
So you kicked Noodles to the curb, and she can't take that.
Well, he obviously gave her a list of stuff to go at me about. Because she had dropped the thing about the Jewish thing, but now all of a sudden the Jewish thing is back, the financial thing is back, the wealth thing is back. It was relentless.
Noodles is going to get sentenced for contempt when he goes back to court.
Yeah, he's going to get sentenced for criminal contempt, and I'm going to make sure the judge knows all the facts. Oh, look, here's PDX Paranormal.
Hey, PDX.
Yeah, we don't care. We don't care if anybody's talking. We've got 20 people in here, PDX, and one of them is not going to be you. You're a CBW. You've been banished by.
Oh, God. Really?
She's not coming in here to talk. She's just coming in here to spy and to cause trouble. She can sit in here and spy. She'll get her spying time in anyway. And you'll still get the watch hours. Thanks for the view. Thanks for the view.
Oh, dear. But.
Don't you see the very first person that comes in here is her, and she's going to make a snappy remark that nobody's typing? Well, we just started about a few minutes ago. So get over yourself. We don't care. Anybody's free to type at any time. We've got 20 people in here. Next. You're banished. Don't keep coming in here. You're thirsty, lady. You're thirsty and desperate because you're not wanted here. You were exposed. You were exposed on another channel trying to say you're going to get John. We're not going to allow that. Sorry. You're a CBW now.
And she's going to get me.
Yeah, she's out to get you, John. Do you not remember what happened? She told the people in the other chat over there she was going to do anything she could do over here to get a wrench because she was going to get you. You can get lost as far as I'm concerned. Are you there?
Yeah, she's out to get me.
Yeah, she sure is. And the reason she came in here is because I was talking all about this thing about Noodles and the court and all that. So she's coming here to try to get other people to talk to change the subject. She's back on her old plan. That's not going to work. You're not here to do that. You're not going to be allowed to do that. You're not going to be simping for him in here.
Noodles thought he could fuck with me like 6 months ago, man. For no reason.
Yeah.
Intimidate me, Noodles did. Going where I live and going to the police and posting it. Ha ha, I'm at John's police. What did he think? I wasn't going to show up and confront him?
So see, here's the third simp. We've got the Horka Orca, we've got Carl the Crab, Crappy Crab, and now we've got the PDX, the CBW in here. Three people trying to come in here and intimidate, change the subject, get it off Noodles, get it off the court. Well, I'm going to be sending in this email. Let your boss know that. Let your boss Noodles know that. Simp,
Oh
CBW.
my God! Wait until the judge reads that, and you word it properly.
Oh yeah, it's a good one page single spaced.
German lady, I think, sent something in before and put a thing in the judge's ear. That's why the judge is so pissed off at Noodles.
Good. Well, to think he's so far thinks he's so far above the law, he can go in there and hide his face and testify against another person. Not going to happen in America. Not going to happen in that judge's court.
That's how Noodles could beat this whole thing, by not showing up.
Yeah, he could just not show up, and maybe.
The judge said, "Don't show up next time if you're not going to do this and that."
But he said, don't just forget about testifying, but that doesn't let him off on the conflict of contempt of court. He could put a bench warrant out for him.
This lawyer, this DSMA lawyer, he's going to cross-examine Noodles, and fucking Noodles is going to go he's going to catch Noodles up in something, this lawyer.
Well, of course.
He has a lawyer now, this PDX.
Of course, to be cross-examined, he'll have to be showing his face, and I bet that might not happen.
Not only that, he's going to make Noodles look like an idiot.
Right.
How did Noodles get roped up into this? Why would Noodles even get involved in this? What is he getting out of it?
Because he's a manipulative narcissist who likes to try to get people in trouble and jammed up with the law, just like he did Melton John, who, by the way, PDX was helping with that. She was over there simping for Noodles and taking pictures and photographs of Melton John on the property, getting mail out of the mailbox of his family's mailbox. Did you know about that?
Serious?
It was either PDX or the PDX husband.
Really? He's a fucker.
They took a photograph.
He's a motherfucker, that guy, man.
They took a photograph of Melton John getting mail at the request of their boss, Noodle Dum Dum. So she works for him. I'm telling you.
Nobody. Don't they understand this?
I know he is. You and I know that, but she is a pedo supporter, and she would suck the dick of him if she had the chance.
Ew.
Yeah, I know.
Find Noodles. With all that he does, and all the sexual throwing up and wiping feces, anybody that finds him remotely cute.
Well, she gives him money all the time. She's a pedo supporter. She's up over there. She's going around here simping for him. She's in here spying. She was the first person that popped up in here typing, trying to change the subject. Didn't work, CBW. Didn't work.
Yeah, but they have to understand, intelligent people see through Noodles, like the judge and all that. They're not going to tolerate that.
Intelligent people do, but people that have drank the Kool-Aid like her and people that are pedo supporters like her do not.
I'm telling you, I kind of get the feeling Noodles is going to face some kind of consequences for all the stuff he does. You can't give a false report.
Well, he did, and now he's going to try to testify to it under oath.
He put a false report in with this DSMA, I heard.
That's what I understand, yeah.
He played the cop like a puppet, like he tried to do with me.
Well, the policeman that signed off on it allegedly is a friend of his.
They're nobody's police. They're nobody. They're nobodies. They're just public servants. If you would have known when I told that one cop that was friends with Noodles, I reamed his ass out and I told him, "You're nothing but a puppet." Next thing I know, now they're wising up to him. They know I speak from the heart. You know what I mean?
Well, I imagine they'll be sending somebody else in here very quickly.
these police and judges know I speak from the heart, and he's gonna
Oh, look who's here. J-Mac, Oregon. J-Mac. We don't care about, I didn't fall out of any chair. I don't have a chair, you dumbass. You're done. You're the CBW's husband. You qualify as a CBW as well. Bye. I was just going to say, he's going to be the next one in here.
As far as I know, he's the one doing all this fucking shit to me.
Yep, he very well could be.
He threatened me. And the next thing I know, shit is happening to me.
Well, here he is. Here he is right behind. I don't know if that's him or her using his account. Who knows? They're both CBWs.
All I know is fucking Noodles. You know, Noodles wants to play ball with the law. You want to play ball with the law?
You didn't hear any audio of me falling out of anything, because I've never fallen out of anything. So you've been misinformed and you've been tricked. So good luck on that. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, you are a mofo. You are a motherfucking mofo, for sure. Go back and do some more dabs over there with your wife. Tell her to take some more opiates. You're quite the pair.
And I want this
Both
perfect.
of you.
I never did nothing to Noodles. I never did nothing to him. He started attacking me for no reason out of Kitten Rat. The Kitten Rat put him on to me. And Noodles took the bait. And Noodles went after me for no reason. I never did nothing to the guy. He's the one that brought the police and all this shit. And he did all this stuff. I did nothing. I did nothing but defend my honor and myself from this terrible guy with the police and all that. He's the one that went to the police and did all this. All I did was protect myself.
So, J-Mac, you are also unsuccessful in changing the topic of subject to anything other than what Noodles' misbehavior in the court. You can come in here and try to insult me and say lies about some fake video somebody has. Not going to intimidate me. So now that's 4 people they've got now. Go back to your master. Maybe you can suck the cock of him too. I don't know whether you go that way or not. Maybe you do.
Yeah, I think he's a cuck, but you keep poking the bear, Noodles. You keep poking the bear. The bear is going to come back swatting.
That's why I'm waiting to send this email and letter into the judge until I see all these. And I'm going to tell the judge all this stuff, that how many different people were sent out to try to intimidate me to not speak to the judge the truth.
The German lady's been quiet, but she's behind the scenes writing and sending letters to these people.
Mm-hmm. And I am not dumb. I may not only have the links to the streams that show that he's got plenty of data and it's been streaming night and day. I've got recordings of the streams for the judge. So there. You go back over there, J-Mac, and with your CBW person over there, and do 5 or 6, 8 hours more about me, because it's great promotion. I'm getting tons of subscriptions. Hey, John, I went over 10,000 subscribers. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everyone.
My gosh, 10,000.
10,000. So thank you, all my followers and subscribers, and thank you for all the help from PBX and Dum Dum over there, J-Mac, for all the hours of streaming they did. I mean, that helped me. I got 500 extra subs that day.
You're going up and I'm going down.
No, you're going up too. You're doing well. You're doing really well.
Oh, by the way, I got paid. Even though my stream got deleted, I got paid.
What, from your last stream? I mean, your last account?
Yep, I got the money yesterday.
Well, that's wonderful. So you didn't lose the money. So hey, Jeff H., how did John get paid from YouTube if you say I charged back all the donations I gave John? Well, that was a lie. That's how, because I didn't charge it back.
Donations came from, but I got paid.
Well, you know those donations came from me.
$200 I got.
Right. And I never charged back anything. And now you've ultimately gotten those. So that's great. I'm happy
What
for
I'm
you.
trying to make is Bergs was saying, "Oh, my AdSense is gone and all this."
Bergs doesn't know what he's talking about. He's trying to make you, intimidate you, and make you feel bad. Isn't he the one that just ghosted you for a week after the incident happened?
Bergs made $600 yesterday.
Who cares?
Last night he made $600.
Who cares? He didn't make 600. He made 400.
This guy's making more money than I make in fucking a week.
Who cares? You concentrate on how good you're doing.
This guy's making more money in one fucking day than I do in a week. This fucking Berg. You know, this fucking guy's making all kind of money.
And what did he have to do for it? Dance naked in fishnet stockings? Would that be worth it for you? $600?
I'll never do that.
Okay, then you don't want that 600. He's a loser.
Norm F is under a different account giving him money. Because Norm F don't want anybody to know it's him, so he's under a different account giving Berg's money. Under a sock account. Hundreds of dollars. Because he don't want Noodles to know. Bergs talked what's his name out of giving him any more money. Norm F. Bergs is making more money than everybody. He just ain't saying it.
No, he's not. No.
He called me up just to brag about that.
And why don't you have him on block? You like to have him call you up and try to brag and all that? And tell you don't have any more AdSense?
I block him again. Like, yeah. But Norm F is giving him all kind of money, man. Where's Norm F getting all this money at?
Who cares? I don't care.
But I'm just curious.
Norm F does it on his credit cards based on house mortgages.
Oh, so he's manipulating the credit cards, huh? The bank. Which I'll never pay back, right?
That's how he was doing it before. And whoever accepts the money like that, they're taking advantage of that elderly man.
Nah, he's a scumbag.
Yeah, Bergs is, yeah.
Norm F is a perverted scumbag, I'm telling you.
No, Bergs is a scumbag for taking that money.
Norm F is a scumbag.
Because you don't know what exactly he had to do for it, and plus he's taking it from an elderly person that is mentally challenged.
If Burns figures if he don't take it, somebody else will.
Well, that's a scumbag right there. Definition.
He's not taking Norm F's money. He's taking
Oh, he's not?
hard money. Who's never going to get it back? Norm F, it's an addiction to him because there's sexual stuff involved in this.
That's what makes Bergs a scumbag, because he's doing something to get that money, and it's disgusting. Disgusting.
On a Norm F.
It's disgusting.
Bergs poses on live cam and does all kind of stuff for Norm F. While Norm F plays with himself, he did it to the Bat. He did it to a bunch of people. Norm F. Norm F is bisexual.
Do you think that's upstanding and forthright?
He looks like Kitten Rat and Carl.
Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you think that's upstanding and forthright?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Did you not understand what I said?
No, what?
Do Do you think what Bergs does for the money is upstanding and forthright?
I wouldn't do it, but I mean, you know. In Bergs' mind, business is business.
In Bergs' mind, he's a scumbag that's greedy. That's how it works for Bergs. He's a loser.
Berg says business is business.
Scumbags are scumbags.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is
Well, I do know he's a scumbag. He knows that man is mentally challenged. He's manipulated him by calling and talking to him and trying to convince him and all that. And then he's doing sexual favors via cam. That's a scumbag move right there. Whatever. I hope the karma comes back to you well. And it will.
well, look at the bat. She did sexual favors.
I don't care about the bat. I'm not talking about the bat right now. I'm talking about this scumbag loser Bergs who killed my friend Jill.
Oh shit! Back on noodles. Let's go back.
Anyway, I've got my email already. I'm going to, brush it up, make sure I've got everything in there, send it out one day next week, and that will make Noodles squirm because he's all worried about it. He's had 4 people attempt to intimidate me and bully me about it, and nobody's going to get me to stop not do it. So good luck.
That might be the straw that breaks the camel's back if the judge reads one more thing. See, these judges are older. They don't know about how you can manipulate things with a computer.
Okay, you've been banned from here, PDX. Get the fuck out. I don't care what you say. And you're just in here to try to stray the narrative away from Noodles and his contempt of court possible citation over there. So get lost. Yeah, God hates ugly, and you're the ugliest fucking bitch around, whore.
Oh shit! Holy shit!
Goku beats Spy 38 said, "Get a life, PDX." Yeah, she's desperate. She's thirsty. She is thirsty as fuck.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Wow!
Oh, I'm perfectly happy. I'm wonderfully happy.
What about
And you can't stand it, PDX. You can't stand it. Me and my man are perfectly happy. We're going to live well into our sunset years with all of my millions of dollars. And you guys cannot stand it. Noodles can't stand it. Kitten Scum can't stand it. And now you can't stand it. Blanca the Horcus can't stand it. She doesn't understand why someone that's very wealthy would have a credit card. You dumb, stupid fuck. Of course you have a credit card for online purchases. Oh, well, you should use your debit card. Well, you're a dumb, uneducated whore. You don't even get it. Hey, Guns and Gears, good morning. How are you?
Guns and Gears wants to suck my penis?
Well, everybody does. Okay, Blap Blap. Are you the other alternate person for PDX, and her other 2 things have gotten timed out? Get lost.
And
The
Seabreeze is a
insult.
troublemaker.
The insults, you can bring all the insults you want in here. The email is still going to the judge, Noodle Dum Dum. You can have 50,000 people coming here today. It'll be great for John's volume. So bring them all in.
It's incredible how you guys can get into the courtroom like that.
Oh yeah,
and see everything. It's incredible.
it was good. And you know, when it freaked out Noodle Dum Dum because the court or the prosecutor court and said, "Oh, okay, Miss Lolly Cunningham. Okay, well, you're going to go over in this waiting room until." I said, "Okay, great." And she until they said my name out loud. I don't think he knew I was there. And then when they knew I was there, he sure as heck wasn't going to show his face.
Why?
I don't know. I think it's weird that he wants to be online and on camera 23 hours a day on YouTube, but he won't show his face for 15 minutes at a court hearing. Why not? He doesn't want it to be taped and put viral and everyone making fun of him. Like we're talking about all the stuff and all the guffaws and all the stupid things he said to the judge, all the lies he said to the judge. He probably didn't want to be caught lying with his full face frontal, you know.
You got to tape the hearing and then wait a few months after everything settles down. Then you go live with it and show it.
Yeah, Goku beats that PDX CBW. She's going to be an annoying gnat for a long time to come.
You got
No, we're not going to have. We're not going to have any doxing. Sorry, Charlie. That is the PDX too.
The trial.
Pardon me.
I might even go to the courtroom and sit in there and watch it.
You should.
No, but it's not. Nobody's in there. It's all on computer.
Well, then how are you going to go to the courtroom?
What do you mean how? You can walk in there. You could hear the judge what he's saying. I can go to the courtroom in New Jersey, sit in there, and listen to the case and tape it.
Go ahead, keep them coming, trolls and all the alts of the Noodle, Dum Dum, Carl, Kitten Cat, all the trolls. Bring them all in. Make all your insults. It doesn't bother me one bit. I'm having a happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day.
I could drive up there during the court hearing, sit in there, and as the judge talks to these people on the computer there, on the phone, you know, on the television, I could record everything and hear everything crystal clear. And record everything. But you're better going on through the computer because you can actually see faces.
It's unbelievable how anybody can go in there and record all this stuff.
Yep.
And Jeff H is right in there, boy. He knows just how to do it. He could send the judge messages while the judge is in the courtroom.
Yeah, you can send messages to anybody in the Zoom meeting.
Yeah, he sent it right to the judge.
Yeah, he sent me a message.
And the judge thinks Noodle sent it, like, Judge, you're not listening to me. Pay attention. And the judge read that.
Yeah, I think maybe Jeff H had several characters in the Zoom. I don't know.
He wrote a text message to the judge during the hearing, and the judge thought Noodles did it.
That's funny.
They're dumb, these judges and stuff. They're dumb, man. They're not used to how things work nowadays. Noodles got trolled in a fucking courtroom.
Yep.
And there's nothing he can do about it.
Noodles was sending terrible messages to the defendant, and the judge called him down on that and said, "You're not allowed to send messages or communicate at all with the other litigant." He goes, "No, I'm not doing it." He goes, "Oh." The judge says, "Yes, you are. I can see it right here." It was so good. That's why I wish he had been on camera so we would have had his facial expressions.
DSMA set him up.
Yeah, somebody did.
It was all set up. And it's going to happen again.
So the thing where Noodle Dum Dum was trying to set up DNSMA has backfired royally on Noodle Dum Dum, and now he's possibly under criminal contempt of court.
Noodles needs a lawyer himself.
We need a lawyer, and he's going to need a lawyer if he keeps sending all these people out to try to intimidate me to not speak to the judge. It's my right as an American citizen to speak to the judge if I feel the need to have the truth be known. And the judge doesn't have to take my word for it. I'm going to be documenting all the things I say where the judge can see them. And what's the judge going to say when he sees it? The Noodle streams for 23 hours a day. And he's probably going to ask, well, sir, Mr. whatever your name is, pretend on there. How are you telling me you don't have any data when you streamed on this day for 23 hours, this day for 22 hours, this day for 20 hours, this day for 19, this for 20? How is it you don't have any data?
Well, Noodles is the one that leaked his court hearing to begin with.
Exactly.
Nobody would have known the other original court hearing. He's the one that leaked it.
Yeah, he's the one that posted it. And then when the judge said, you posted it, we have this thing down here that it was from you. No, it wasn't me. Well, we have it down that we know it was you.
German
So,
lady.
don't say it's not you because we have it down.
Oh my God. And people, I have nothing to do with this. Nothing at all. My hands are clear from this. And I'm talking about a fictional character called Noodles. I don't know who,
Well, I'm talking about the guy who was in the court trying to testify against DNSMA. That's the guy I'm talking about. Whoever he pretends to be that day.
I just don't know why he wants to put himself in these situations.
Because he wants to try to get people in trouble, get people put in jail, get people all hemmed up with the law, because he thinks he's above the law and he can do whatever he wants. He can get his buddy pals over at the police station, allegedly, to sign on with him, and he will frame you up, frame anybody else up. He tried to frame you up.
He did?
Didn't he? Didn't he go to your police station?
Oh, yeah, then. Yeah, but I'm on the Noodles. They're on the Noodles, how he operates. The gig is up with him. They know he pokes the bear and then runs and acts like a victim. They already know all this now. So the gig is up. Once you know the character of the guy, then the gig is up.
Well, I think once the judge gets my email and maybe the one from German lady, and I think Jeff is going to send in an email, I think his goose is going to be cooked. I don't know that his testimony is going to be worth anything, whether he's going to show his face or not, because his credibility is shot.
But he would be sending emails about you, If
Sure.
you were in a position, he would be doing it to you.
Sure, of course. And Cracked Crab Carl said, oh, well, she just doesn't like him. It has nothing to do with liking him or not. I'm telling the truth. If he doesn't like the truth, then he needs to go home. He lied to the judge on at least 3 occasions.
We need to jam New York up in this stuff, too,
Well, the Orca's going to get jammed up and lose her channel before hate speech. Because you don't say, no one in the whole state of Mississippi is Jewish.
You got her, huh?
Well,
long form her ass.
Say that I'm not Jewish, question my faith. and laugh and have hilarious games and make fun and everybody join in. Everybody bully this girl. Everybody say that she's not Jewish. I interviewed 3 or 4 other people that were Jewish. She probably doesn't even know anybody else that's Jewish. She interviewed 3 or 4 people that are Jewish, and each one of them said, I'm not. Now, do those people even know me? No, of course not. She's just making that up. But then she'd say all that, and she was high as fuck, and then she just laugh and giggle and everything. It was just a big joke to her. My faith is a joke to her. She was trying to make it a joke. It is not.
Why don't you just end herself and that'll be it, you know?
It was just very offensive and disgusting what she was saying. And I hope she knows when she's high as fuck and Noodles gives her a page of stuff to go at me about and go at German Lady about and all these talking points, she's going to end up losing her channel. And then they'll say, oh, Lolly was picking on a single mother. Well, what about these hours and hours and hours that she goes after me? Nobody, where's the selective outrage? PDX, you're still sitting there listening. Send in another troll.
Right.
Yeah, where's the selective outrage when her channel gets terminated? PDX and Carl say, oh, she's picking on a single mother. Well, first of all, she's not a single mother. She has an ex-husband who was the father to those children, so that she's not a single mother. She's just not married any longer to the father of the children. Okay? So the single mother sympathy crap is getting really old. She shouldn't sit around for 5 hours hitting on 1 or 2 people and then come back and say, well, I don't know why. I don't ever trash anybody. Well, you were trashing people for 5 hours.
I heard she confided somebody in private that she never even, they don't even have a relationship. It was all staged to begin with.
Well, that's the truth all along. They're not boyfriend and girlfriend.
She confided with somebody in private, and
she is a beard, a BEARD, a beard, a fake girlfriend to cover for somebody
That's
who's
what I heard.
Quote, allegedly homosexual.
Noodles wants men. He don't want a woman, Lolly.
Well, maybe it's not so allegedly then.
No, the point of it is it was all pretend.
Yeah,
to give the illusion. He's afraid that people will find out that he's...
I agree with you. And probably somebody said his family still doesn't know that his persuasion yet. So he has to have a fake girlfriend to parade around over there with his family every year or so.
That's what they're saying. They're saying there was never any sexual kind of stuff between them, that it's all made up.
Well, they said she goes around during the week and sleeps with these guys from bars.
Exactly, I heard that too.
Ends up in the car, passed out in the car and everything.
You know, these nights we don't hear her go live, she's over in a bar in the parking lot getting drunk, screwing around with guys that come out of the bar.
Yeah. Well, that's what happened last night. I went back to see at the end of the stream, and all the other people were in there talking, and she had passed out from whatever she'd been drinking and drugging and all that. So I don't know.
She's having sex with all these friggin' guys from the bars and stuff that she goes to.
Well, maybe she's...
And I also heard lately she's been using her mom's car to drive around to the bars.
Well, maybe she's trying to make extra money to save up for a car, so she's doing a little, whatever. What do you call that? Prostituting. As if anybody would pay her. She's a horka after all.
Yeah, she does stuff we don't know about, you know. When she's not over here on this thing, she's going around there getting screwed from guys in a bar to feel wanted. Out there drunk in a parking lot. You know, she spread her legs for these guys, you know.
Of
She's a
course.
whore, Lolly. Don't you understand? She's a
I know
whore.
she's a whore. Maybe she does blowjobs for $20 each or something.
I don't
trying
think
to-
she even gets paid. She just has sex with them all night. And
Oh.
MJ probably does too. MJ's in a very unhappy relationship, and he's whoring around. She's whoring around. This is what these people do. That's why they stick together and like each other. They come from the same mold of people, you know. Yeah, you know, there's times Jesus won't go live for a week at a time. She's not sitting around there. She's getting laid over there at the bar, getting drunk, sleeping with guys she don't even know who the hell she's sleeping with. Then she wakes up there with her pants down, you know, her panties down to her ankles, and she don't know what the fuck, you know, in and out of the car, sleeping, God knows what. That's what she's doing. She's not in a relationship. They don't love or care or anything with each other. It's just an act.
Well, we know that.
Somebody
They don't
told
love
me
each
that.
other. They never have. It's all been fake all along.
And she manipulated her mom to take her kids to school, I heard. And now she's trying to manipulate the mom to do stuff for her and all this. And here she is in her 40s. No man, no nothing in her life. She ruined her life. They all know her where she lives. Nobody wants her. Like, you know, maybe for a night. But when you're 200 pounds, when your body is much unproportionate to your neck and head, you know. But that's what she does, you know.
Mm-hmm.
She's a walking sperm bank. She better watch you don't get pregnant from somebody she don't even know.
Well, you know, back to that getting pregnant thing. You know, she's 47 or 48. She very likely could be to where she's not going to be able to get pregnant. And I think that is just a talking point too, because before I remember her talking about she had her tubes tied. So what is she talking about getting pregnant again? Trying to get a person to be what?
Yeah, that's like, which one is it? You have your tubes tied, you want to get pregnant.
Well,
this,
I think
that,
she forgot.
myself.
She forgot that she told us she had her tubes tied. Now she's using that as a talking point.
I just want to see her from the neck down, that's all. She has
No, I
a
don't
duty to
think
show herself.
I don't think you really want to see her. It's probably make you throw up.
I picture her with this small head and this big body for some reason. Like a funnel shape built, you know. Well, I need to
Like a
analyze
funnel?
her to get an
Like
idea,
a funnel
you know.
shape? Like a funnel
Like
shape?
upside down funnel. Do you know what an upside down funnel is? A funnel. I picture her like an upside down funnel. And then I want to see Carl the crab cam up, and I want to see Kent Rat cam up.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever going to happen with any of them.
And these guys are disgusting. They're disgusting. Kitten Rat, Carl don't have any legs, and Kitten Rat is in love with Noodles. But Noodles loves MMD, so the whole thing's a big clusterfuck. I demand Noodles goes to jail. I needs jail time, Lolly.
If I hear one more time Noodle say, "Oh, he's the victim and these people are picking on him," for 5.5 years, that man, that dum-dum, Noodle dum-dum, has been stalking me, bullying me, attempting to harass me for 5.5 years. And all I do is say a few things to get a little bit of notice out about what he has done. And he said, "Oh, these people are no, I'm not harassing you. You take it back like you give it, son." "Oh, I'm such a victim," he said. "I'm such a victim, a big,
He's
huge man. I'm a big victim." Yeah, right,
a
whatever.
pussy, Lolly. He's a pussy.
That's what he is, exactly.
He's a pussy.
Hmm. But see, all these newer people that he's got over at his stream with the vertical stream, they don't know any of the history of anything. So they're believing it. They're drinking the Kool-Aid and believing everything he says. So whatever.
He's a pussy. That's the line.
That's right. He's a pussy.
I don't care what anybody else believes. I made my decision on what it is.
I'm such a victim. This little tiny lady over there, and she's bullying me, a 285-pound man. Okay, right. Yeah, uh-huh. Who has henchmen at every turn, 15 different people with talking points to harass me and German lady and other women. No, you're not going to play that card with us. Sorry, it's not going to fly.
Kitten Cat's a pussy too.
Yep, they are.
Anybody that hides and don't show themselves like that. And call the crap. I told you what I want to do to Kitten Cat. I want to drill his eyes out with a drill.
Wow,
And cut all his fingers off and cut his tongue out
that would be messy.
and blow his eardrums out so he can't communicate with anybody.
That would be messy.
I want to cut all his fingers off, drill his eyeballs out, cut his tongue off, and puncture his eardrums. Then it'll be a complete fucking nothing. The ultimate torture. That's what I want to do. I have it in my mind what I want to do with them when I find them.
Mm-hmm.
I'll send some of my boys over there when I find who this guy is. And Carl 2.0 too.
That's probably why they keep their identity secret. They know you're going to get them.
They know it.
Yep.
They know it. They know I'm looking for them.
Yep. That's why they're hiding. They're cowards, John. They're cowards. They're afraid of you.
Very afraid. Very afraid.
Very, very afraid. That's why Noodles tried to hide behind a black icon and not even show his face in the court.
Noodles is going to have to give them both up. Or Noodles is them. Don't you get it?
Right. They're all one person.
Noodles is Kitten Cat.
Right.
According to the law. I have real good plans of what I want to do to Kitten Rat. Real good plans. It's only a matter of time, Molly.
Yep.
Only a matter of time. I'm going to get that chubby little thing and I'm going to clamp them down like in the movie Hostel. In the movie Hostel, that's what I want to do to Kitten Rat.
Are you going to stretch him on one of those tables?
One day, everybody will say, well, what happened to Kitten Rat? What happened to Kitten Rat? Nobody will know who he is but me. And in secret, I will finish him off, and everybody will say, well, what happened to him? What happened? Nobody will know a damn thing or know who he is. And then he'll be a figment of everybody's imagination. And when it comes, nobody will know about it. Nobody, not even he will know about it.
Mm-hmm.
One day I'm going to pop up and he's going to wonder how I found out who he is. And I'm going to catch him at the right time, the right place. And Kitten Rat will be exterminated.
You exterminate the rats, huh?
Yes, he will. And I will feel no mercy for him at all.
Right.
I got a little box with all the tools in it. A little suitcase, a silver suitcase, with all the stuff in there that I need.
Little tools, okay.
That I'm going to carry. You know, I have it in a safe place. And when the time comes, I'm going to wear my leather gloves in a suitcase. My leather gloves in a suitcase, and I'm gonna go over there,
little box up and have all the tools that I have ready for him. A double-edged knife to cut his tongue off.
Ooh.
A drill.
No. It's going to be messy, John.
A drill. Coveralls.
You need some coveralls. It's going to be messy.
A mask to cover my face up so I don't get it on my face. Little cutters, like prune cutters that cut his knuckles off.
Ooh.
A pipe cleaner to stick in his ears.
Clean out his brains.
What brains?
Well, that's a good point.
Plenty of bleach to clean up the evidence afterwards. And then everybody will say, what happened to Kit Kat? One day you're all going to say, I wonder what happened to Kit Kat. I don't know. And no one will know who he is and the contact.
Kitten Cat will go 23 days without posting, and then you'll know that something happened to Kitten Cat.
Kitten Rat, every day you worry. You worry every day, Kitten Rat, when the time is going to come. Because I'm researching.
You're going to squirm every day, Noodle Dum Dum, because I've got this email ready to send to the judge, and you can have 50,000 people come over here. It's not going to matter.
Like a thief in the night, Kitten Rat, I'll come out of nowhere when you least expect it. You know, I have mafia ties.
Do you?
I'm only kidding, kind of.
Kind of.
I want to do it myself.
No, you're going to handle it yourself. You don't need the worker. Okay.
And then when I'm all done with him, I'll cut his penis off and stick it in his mouth.
Gross.
And that's how I'll leave him.
That's gross.
A sign of disrespect. Do I have to have a closed casket when they bury this Kitten Rat? Now that is going to happen. And I'll justify it for everything you did, Kitten Rat. Everything you did for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. See, I could find them out like that if I hired a detective. I don't want to spend $3,000. He's not worth it.
He's not worth it.
$5,000. Then it'll be a paper trail.
He'll turn up eventually like a bad penny. Don't
For
worry.
$5,000, I could find out who he is like that. That's how much they want. I don't want to spend $5,000. But as a last resort, so you're not safe, Kitten Rat.
Oh, you know the other thing that the Orca Blanca was trying to say yesterday was that I was posting the pictures of her children and of the children of Mel's Bells, who I didn't even know had children. I have never posted a picture of one child in my entire life. So good luck on that. Show the receipts on that, Blanca. She just spews out these lies and misrepresentations. Try to smear my reputation, and it's not really doing a very good job of it. but she said that I paid to do a background check on Mel's Bells to find out about her children. I'm like, I didn't even know she had any children. I don't do that sort of thing. And then the other thing I was going to touch on is Blanca, who says, oh, she doesn't go real life. She's always said that, right? She doesn't go real life, Blanca, seasons. Are you there, John? We'll wait till John gets back.
Okay, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay. Well, I was going to touch on the other thing Blanca said that I had paid for a background check on Mel's Bell, so I don't even have any care about, never even not interested in her, and that I was posting pictures of her children. Don't know that she even had any children. Never done it. Don't post pictures of children. I have never attacked children in my life. Now, Blanca had somebody make a fake AI thing, I think, out in the wire or something, but that was all fake. But I've never posted anything. I've never said anything against her children up to this point. But now Blanca has said, well, she goes after our children. She's going after our children. So I have found out, I've got somebody done research and found out that she has a daughter, a stepdaughter from my late husband she's talking about. I'm thinking, okay, well, somebody's doing some research and some digging. It sounds kind of smells of Nick, because Nick's the one that was researching about my property and everything.
He's a devil.
But yeah, so she's found out that there's this daughter that's still living. That's the daughter of my husband. And she said, well, that's her daughter, her stepdaughter. We're going to contact her stepdaughter. What? Hold up. I thought you didn't do anything in real life, Blanca.
Nothing goes down with Belanca. Belanca and Kitten Rat and Nick.
Yeah, Horka. So now the Horka's going to try to get this girl, a woman or whatever, and try to get her over there to interview. Well, good luck. She said, we're going to try to get her to go and influence Lolly to leave us alone. Well, I'm not doing anything to you, for first of all. But second of all, I hope you didn't pay too much for the background check or however it was you found that lady, because my husband, my late husband, disowned that girl over 35 years ago. She's not a part of our family. So good luck on that.
That's too much information right there.
I don't care.
Well, they know more about than I know.
Well, if you try to dig up about my ancestry, you should talk to Magda. She digged up my ancestry 5 generations back. But it's not going to do, even if you could get in touch with that girl, she has no way to get in touch with me because I haven't talked to her in over 35 years, okay? Good luck.
Wow. Orca well.
Yep.
No, what I was saying is that fucking Nick is a devil, honey.
He is. He's a big research. Well, see, he doesn't have a job, so all he does is sit around in his mother-in-law's house that he's squatting in. He doesn't have a house of his. He makes fun of my house. It's a $500,000 house, but he sits around and says that makes fun. He didn't have a house. He's homeless, but for the generosity of his mother-in-law.
And she's a she-devil. You know, Jess, looks aren't everything, you know what I mean? Your personality sucks. Cutting clothes up and doing what you did and looking down on poor people and all that, Jess, and making fun and ripping clothes up and then donating them like you did, cutting out the twats and the nipples of clothes and then putting them in a donation box like you did and boast and laugh about. Your personality is terrible. It's not all about looks, Jess.
Thank you, best tennis player.
Sorry, Jess. I found out. You're a nasty person. And you're hanging around with Nick, who's a nasty person. He's a devil. So what does that make you, Jess? You're like a devil, Jess. You're a devil in sheepskin. 2 people watch you, people. You've been on YouTube in and out for fucking 10 years. Nobody likes you for some reason. I don't know. You might be the most hated person around. They might just be. People sense that he's a devil.
Yep.
He is. He's a devil. You're looking at Satan. Look at his eyes. There's nothing in them.
No, he looks like a rat in his eyes.
Nothing going for him. He has to rely on Jess's mother for everything. What kind of man is that? He's not a man. He's a devil.
Not one. Yeah.
I don't want him around here ever.
No, he's permabanned. Now we start mentioning him, he'll start coming in here with his 15 accounts.
He's a devil because then you'll have nothing but bad luck. He's a devil. And she's a devil's helper. She helps him. She's a she-devil.
Sure she is.
We have to call her the she-devil from now on.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Jess, but I got to call it like it is. I mean, you're not innocent. You're not innocent.
She does his bidding, the devil's bidding.
The devil. I don't even believe all these stories, how she was trafficked and all that. I don't believe any of this shit.
That's all bogus propaganda. Propaganda.
People, and she's trying to act like she's a victim, too. She voluntarily had sex with a lot of people throughout her life. Voluntarily. I even think she was a prostitute. And now she's trying to cry like she was a victim, too. that wasn't trafficking if you were having voluntarily sex,
Right.
you know?
Right.
You can't forget your past. You know, it's not like move on. Your past is your past, but I mean, it's a part of your life. Accept it, Jess.
Accept it.
And after putting this hose on my van, it don't rev up anymore. It don't do anything.
That's good. The pressure wasn't right in the engine, and you fixed it now. It's all
The pressure
sealed up.
was right in the antifreeze or something, which caused the engine, the fan to come on and make it a loud noise. And it was like that since I bought it, and I think that's why they didn't know how to fix it. It's not revving up anymore, the engine.
Well, that's good.
And it was a problem since the day I bought it. And that's what I did yesterday, folks. I fixed hoses. I put new hoses on this thing. And it's running like a charm now. And I also did other things I needed to do. I also made more money yesterday, too.
Wonderful.
And it only cost me $10 total for the hoses, the clamps, and everything.
That's great. And you got everything sealed up and working good.
And I went to Home Depot, and for the same hose that they wanted $20 for, I got for $6.
Wow.
Even the mechanics couldn't figure it out before they sold it to me why it was revving up so high and all that. Because I seen they put new parts on trying to fix it. Here, the pressure in the cooling thing, in that cooling reservoir, that crack, it was unnoticed. You had to really look and find it. So that was like a blessing. I wonder why it always made that high-pitched noise, you know what I mean?
I'm glad you fixed it. That's great.
They probably thought the head gasket was... I bet you they tried to pawn this off on me thinking the head gasket was damaged. Because it kept losing coolant in the reservoir. And they probably thought, and that's a sign of the head gasket. So they probably did a ha-ha to me. Oh, let's sell this car, let's sell this thing and get rid of it. It wasn't the head gasket. There was a little crack in the coolant reservoir. That's all it was.
Well, their job is to move cars, not to fix cars.
Yeah, but they knew that it was losing antifreeze in the coolant reservoir.
Right. And their job is
And
to
that's a big
move
sign
cars.
if you look it up that the head gasket's about to blow. So they tried to do a ha-ha, but I did a ha-ha on them. It wasn't the problem. It wasn't the head gasket. Because this is really a $28,000 vehicle.
Right.
This vehicle here is a $27,000 vehicle.
They didn't know how to repair it correctly.
I got it $6,000 cheaper, and that's probably because they thought the head gasket was bad. Because the reservoir, it kept dropping fluid. And they did a ha-ha to me thinking, oh, well, the head gasket's going to go. Let's unleash this thing. It wasn't the head gasket. It was a fucking coolant leak in the fucking... Because now I fixed it. It's not leaking shit. So, see how it is? They tried to fuck me, but really...
Aren't you glad you don't have to deal with those people anymore?
They did put a new radiator in, so I was told. But I don't know. That's what my daughter's boyfriend said. He went over there and checked it because I couldn't see. I couldn't tell.
Aren't you glad you don't have to deal with those people anymore? Can you hear me speaking?
Yeah, I hear you.
I said, aren't you glad you don't have to deal with those people any longer?
I don't have to, yeah. I'm never stuck, Lolly. If I wanted to, I could buy a brand new fucking van tomorrow in cash.
Right,
If I really
I know.
wanted to.
I know.
I'm never really stuck. You know what I mean?
Right, I know.
That's probably why these water pumps kept going bad too.
Probably.
I
They
don't
kept
know. All
trying
I
to
know is it doesn't make the
pump
whining
more
sound
water.
anymore.
They kept trying to pump more water to keep your engine cool because it kept leaking water out the reservoir.
Well, if they would have pressure tested the system, they probably would have seen where that little leak was up there, but they never did that.
They probably didn't know how. Hello,
See,
Happy Dabba. Have a
these
great time.
places should pressure test the whole coolant system,
Well,
and
they
they could tell any kind of little leaks or anything, but they didn't even bother to do that before they
well they
sold it.
didn't have any qualified mechanics. Hey, have a do time. Have a do time. Have a gay old time. Happy Dabba Do is here, John.
They're in the business of flipping these. Come on, you motherfucker!
They're here to flip cars, right?
And flipping cars, and they don't care.
Not repair cars, flip cars.
Right? They flip cars, and then they say "fuck you." They're all like that. Fuck you. And then they'll give you a little warning, but they know damn well that most problems don't happen until right after the warranty runs out for what they cover. And then the warranty, it's like they give you problems about that. You know how it is.
Yeah, they gave you the runaround every time you tried to use the warranty, didn't they?
You got to get the bugs out yourself, you know? The problem is it was so fucking cold in the winter, I couldn't do it myself. You know what I mean? It's 40 fucking degrees out. There's ice all over. It's in the dead of fucking winter, and I'm broke down. You know what I mean? You can't, you know, you have to take it somewhere when due to the circumstances. But I put new hoses, radiators, everything in. They put a cheap water pump in. That's why it broke again. They were pissed off. They had to put a better one in. You don't put a cheap one in. You put one that is that specifics for the vehicle. You know what I mean? You don't buy the cheapest water pump you can to save some money and throw it in a vehicle. And that's what they did, you know?
They probably bought a refurbished one. Probably wasn't even brand new.
Yeah, well, that's what they are refurbished. Like AutoZone, and then they have fucking refurbished shit. A lot of their stuff are refurbished, like alternators and that. That's why That's why you got to bring your old one back.
But if you're paying for warranty work, they're supposed to put in new parts, not refurbished parts.
And then if the part breaks, you still have to pay for their labor. They just pay for the parts.
That's not usually how a warranty works.
And then they wouldn't give me my old radiator back when I asked for it. Look, that's here or there. It's over with. But the point I'm trying to make is I found a crucial part that was a problem with the van that was overlooked from the day I bought this thing. I thought that revving noise was normal. It wasn't normal. It runs like a charm now. Probably needs a tune-up. I put the new headlight bulbs in. I put tag light bulbs in.
That's great. You did a lot of work yesterday there.
Thing that broke. I did all that the other day.
Good morning, Jeff H. How are you today? Jeff H. is here. We've had the influx by PDX and the crew over here trying to troll everybody. Jeff H. And Jeff H., everybody's hitting me hard because I'm putting this letter into the judge. So Noodles has got his Porca and the Crack the Crab and PDX and J-Man. Everybody's over here trolling me. Not going to work. I'm still doing it. I've got it all written out.
Lolly's actually contacting Noodles' judge on this on behalf of DSMA.
Well, it's not Noodles' judge. It's the judge in the trial over there.
Somebody already got the Noodle. I mean, already got to that fucking judge. I can tell from what you were telling me.
Oh,
I wish I had a recording of this.
Tricep Bra / Tony Stark is here. Good morning.
Hey, Jeff H., Lolly has a tape of the whole thing if you want it. I don't know. Jeff H. wants a copy of that, Lolly.
Well, yeah, I'd be happy to give him a copy, but I was going to ask you, Jeff H., somebody's over there reporting. I don't even believe it, so I was going to ask you and ask the actual person. They're saying that you were over in PDX's chat and you said in PDX or typed, on not just in the side chat, that you typed in there that you had, what would you say? You had jibbied up all of the fake documents or made fake documents when we were talking about the documents about Noodles in November. You didn't say that, did you, Jeff? I can't believe you would say that. It's not the case because I got the documents from the New Jersey Superior Court. So I don't know why you would say that you had falsified the documents yourself. Why would you incriminate yourself? And Crack the Crab is over there saying, "Oh, we've got it on record of in her chat that Jeff H said that." Well, I wonder if it was the actual Jeff H because I don't think the Jeff H would say that. I know he didn't do it because I've looked at the documents myself. Yeah, that's what I thought, Jeff H. See, John, somebody's lying on Jeff H, or else it was a clone of Jeff H. I didn't see it myself. I didn't waste my time pouring through her voluminous, trashing and hateful stream to look. But I knew right off when they said that, Jeff, that it was false. You didn't do that. Thank you for confirming it. Thank you. Next.
You got it right off. You got something off the website, didn't you?
Yeah, I got the documents off the New Jersey Superior Court through an OPRA request. OPRA. Anybody can put one in. And then also that Porca said, "Oh, she tried to put an OPRA request in and she got nothing back." Well, gee, I wonder why the fake girlfriend would say that. I know of myself and about 3 or 4 other people that got the documents back. So the Horka, again, is lying.
Her and Mel's Bills have phone sex together.
I wouldn't doubt it. They're all drinking the Kool-Aid, sucking the cock of a pedophile. Sucking the cock of a pedophile, drinking the Kool-Aid, taking the talking point sheets. Because Jeff H. Noodles is really upset that I'm contacting the judge. So he's got at least 4 different people trying to attack me, come out and intimidate me and attack me. But you know what? I'm going to make him squirm, Jeff H. I'm sitting back. I've got my letter written. I'm going to keep putting personal touches on it. And I'll be sending it one day next week. You back?
Yeah.
I don't know who this is, but Habadabadoo said tricep. Will Big Letty make it to 55?
Well, who?
Big Letty, Lenny.
I don't know who that is.
I thought maybe it was a wrestler.
Big Lenny.
And then Tricep says, I hope so, Habadabadoo, but he has a huge belly. And Habadabadoo said, well, Tricep bra, isn't that belly from decades of steroid abuse? So who is, John doesn't know who that is, Tricep bra. Who is Big Lenny?
Big Lenny.
I figured it had to be a wrestler when he talked about steroids and everything.
Never heard of him.
Okay, I was just reading the comment.
Some inside bullshit that they're talking about.
Okay. Just reading the comment.
Yeah, I know you're just reading. You already told me.
Yeah, I told you.
You told me 4 times just reading the comment.
No, I told you 2 times, John.
It'll be 4 by the time you get done.
I am already done, John. You don't know how done I am.
Ask them. I don't know.
I did. As if I'm interested. I did ask, and there's not been a response.
They're playing a game with you or something.
They're not playing anything with me, John. I just read the comment. I won't read any more.
I don't know who these people are talking about.
Okay.
I told you once, I don't know.
And I said, okay. No big deal. Doesn't matter to me.
You're still talking about it.
Tricep Bra said he is just some YouTuber.
There you go. Now Lolly wants to know the whole details.
I don't want to know anything. I was just reading the comments.
Focus on New York and Noodles and Kitten Rat. They're trying to throw you off the topic.
Nobody's throwing me off the topic. I've said quite a bit on that topic today, and I probably will say some more.
Tricep Ross trying to throw you off topic.
Well, so he's the 5th person now come in. He's a pedo supporter too. He's Tony Stark.
Of course he is. That's why they're trying to throw you off topic.
Nobody's throwing me off the topic. I'm just not talking about it just now.
Oh, New Yorker loves to give her pussy licked. New York is a slut. She's a slut. Unfortunately. The thing is, these people have kids and they raise them that way. You know what I mean? I mean, this is what you're going to look forward to, you know? A generation of kids like Seasons. No wonder this country's in a bad place. You know?
Yep.
These are kids without leaders. They have no leaders or no.
So Horka, she was over there for 4 or 5 hours, high as fuck, making up all these lies, misrepresentations. She had a list of stuff, obviously by Noodle Dum Dum, to talk about, to try to attack me, to try to intimidate, to tell me I'm not Jewish, to insult my faith, Nobody's gonna insult my face, bitch. Nobody. Sorry.
Her and Leo, her and Leo, they went years abusing their kids, over picking YouTube over their kids, and they're going to turn out very bad. You know, they probably are.
We're not
They're in
coming.
their teens now, these kids. You know, but before they spent years. Nick too.
We're
Nick
not
doesn't spend
having
any
a
time with
lover's
his
chat.
kids.
We're not having a lover's chat, Tony Stark. Class
Nick,
with that bar.
Nick, you see him 10 minutes a day pretending like he has a family life with his kids, and when that thing is turned off, he cusses and he abuses his kids. Both of them do. It's all for show. You don't see what really goes on behind the scenes with him and his kids, Nick. And that little Dorothy baby, God knows he probably molests that kid. That's Nick. He's a devil. His whole thing is a corrupt mind.
That's probably why he wanted a little girl.
Yeah, he wanted a little girl bad, you know? That looked like Jess, he said. You know, he wants to keep things in the family, like, you know. He keeps them silent, out of schools and out of all that stuff to have, like, you know. In fact, he'll probably get that little kid pregnant one day to keep it all in the family, you know? Incest family. You heard about them before.
Yep, that way you can have another baby.
He's going to have an incest family. You know, ones that they just keep it in the family?
Yep.
And they keep
Jeff
on having, that's what Nick's plan is, and that's his goal.
Jeff H. wants to know, has Anderson got a visit from the Huntington police lately? Hopefully they left him alone. I haven't heard that he's had any more problem with him, Jeff H.
The prison system broke Anderson. They broke him. He's a shell of his old person what he used to be. Go around and cuss at the police like you did, Anderson. Go give them hell. Yeah, Nick. I think Nick is going to. Nick's plan is to multiply and keep it all in the family. You know, to have one big like cult. You read about it all the time. People like that. The Amish are good for that shit. You know, every family member's brothers and sisters. And Jess will go along with it. You know, she's a part of it. Why do you think they want to have another kid? A girl.
Hey, Jeff, your girlfriend hasn't been back. Emily H. She hasn't been back yesterday. She's come back. We weren't on yesterday, though.
In Nick's mind, if anybody's going to end the virginity of that girl, it's going to be him. That's how this devil thinks. He's grooming her until the time comes, you know? Nick is a groomer. And Jess's mom, there must be something wrong with that lady. Must be something wrong with that lady letting this go on like this, you know? Just like Nick wanted to have me move in there and adopt his daughter at one time. He wanted me to adopt his kid. He said, John, we can make this happen for $50,000. Are you crazy? I thought he was joking, but he was serious. He was serious. He's a very, very sick guy, this Nick. Very sick. And that's what the devil does, Lolly. The devil is sick. Sick. You are sick, Nick. You are sick. You are very sick. Very sick. You don't fool me, Nick. You're sick. You have devious thoughts in your head.
You know, if he spent as much time on the research he does on me, looking for a job, he would be gainfully employed.
He can't get a job. He's sick, Lolly. There's something sick with him.
We
People
can
know
spend,
he's sick.
we can spend time researching what property I own and what places I go and what relatives I have. He gets all that done, so he can do internet research for some company.
He wants to try to blackmail you as a purpose.
Good luck on that.
He wants to find something out about you and blackmail you for money. He's sick.
Good luck on that, pal. Not
They're
gonna
sick.
happen. Never gonna happen.
They're sick people.
Jeff said Nick was fighting for Anderson's return. Now Nick hates him. Yep. Now they're adversaries.
Yeah, well, Nick is sick. Nick is sick. Nick is sick. I'm telling you, he would traffic them kids if he could for money. He would. He's sick. If something happened to Jeff, he would traffic them kids or use them in some kind of cult. He has to obey Jess because Jess can kick him out. He's a yes man. He's sick. These people are sick. They have to mooch off a mother. They're not independent. They can't live by themselves. All of them. Noodles needs them fucking weirdos living with them. They're sick people. I could never live with a bunch of weirdos like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm a private person. I don't like a bunch of weirdos around me like that.
I don't blame you.
3 or 4 weirdos living in my fucking place right there up my ass. Fuck that. Noodles is miserable. He needs them, you see, because Noodles isn't even going to have a job long. I think he's on the brink of getting laid off.
Yeah, they're going to shut down his whole workplace. He's going to get laid off or fired.
Who told me that he's delivering stuff now because they don't want him around?
Yeah, they sent him off the workspace because he couldn't get along with the other workers, so they got him delivering through the van, delivering from the various work sites. All these big, heavy tool chests and stuff. He actually has to do work. He can't just walk around with a screwdriver in his hand or a drill.
He's not married and doesn't want a family because he's a homosexual. There's something in his mind. That's why he's here. That's why he's doing all this. That's why he doesn't have a wife and a family. He needs a man in his life. Nick is a convicted felon, folks. Nobody likes him. His neighbors don't like him. Nobody likes him. How are you making out? You want to stay on or another
Well,
15 minutes and
I
I get it?
need to do a couple things. We can
Huh?
come back on late. I need to do a couple of things.
You want to end it then or just
Yeah, I think so. Probably best.
All right, folks. Thanks for coming.
But thank you, everyone. Have a good day.
We'll
We'll talk.
continue this later.
Bye bye.